Hi Earthlings. Okay, this video begins with a look at how absolutely huge my 8 Valley is. Look at that, would you? So, for some reason, all of a sudden, I'm looking very pregnant. So, I'm 58 years old. I'm certainly not. And it was quite sudden how it happened as well, because when I first tried to bend down and stuff, I was like, oh, it just took the air out of me. So anyway, that is what is going on with my body. Apparently it's ascension things. But anyway, whether it is or not, I don't know. What I do know is that I have to get used to looking 6 months pregnant, and it's quite embarrassing. I blush. So I've only been to a couple of places, but today I went shopping, and this is why I'm speaking. I'm going to call this part 2 of the full moon in Capricorn phase, important phase that we're in. So what happened was there was an angry person, and everybody else in the shop, I live in a great community, a really excellent community, and everyone else in the shop is, we're all in kind of a calm sort of a state of mind, but this man is in an agitated state of mind. So, as it goes, he was at one checkout, and I was behind this other gentleman, and he said to me, oh, why don't you jump into that line, it'll be faster. And I says, oh yeah. So I went over into this other line where this agitated man was, and he proceeded to take an extremely long time, and he was upset about everything, and it turned out I should have just stayed in the line I was in, but I listened to someone else and I did what they said. So it's just a little bit of a lesson in that. But on the other side of it, the angry man started talking to me for quite some time, and then also he'd been locked up in a mental institution recently. South African guy. He's like, South African, we're always angry. If there's a revolution, I'm going back to South Africa. Anyway, when he turned around, he saw this other man, and he said to him, doesn't anyone get angry around here? And the other man was like in quite a sort of a chill looking mood and stuff, and he was like, not if it's not necessary. But I felt like I was surrounded by guardians while I was in that position. So anyway, I want to just carry on talking about everything. So what I'm going to start with is the universe, and I'm showing you hopefully as clearly as I can. I'm a visual person. I like things to be shown visually because that's how I learn fast. So let's imagine that this is a part of the universe, the building blocks of the universe. And what we have here is a level plane. So to create, the universe uses information. So information creates the form. Okay, so energy in motion, emotions are driving force, are the driving force that builds the blocks up or lays the blocks flat. So I'm going in this direction, and whatever, I'm having some sort of an emotion. If it's like a calm emotion or everything's going to be okay, sort of good, maybe I can keep on going. Or maybe on the next step over here, maybe there's something that is harmful to me, and I'm innocently going along, well, the universe will do this and build a wall. And that is when people say rejection is protection, and you're blocked from going further along this path. And you might be like, why can I not? Just trust the universe, all right? So the universe is always working for you. So that's my part 2 showing of the universe. Now let us see what I have written, and let's get into it a little bit here. So it's the feedback. It's like a signal, and you're getting a feedback signal between us and the universe as we are creating our experience. Now the feedback is either positive or negative, and it moves us forward. It might not move us forward excuse me, I've still got tears crying down my eyes, down the back of my throat. I'm going through a massive, my body is going through a massive thing. Oh dear. Now, let's say, positive or negative, we are always moving forward, okay? So we have to trust this. So here we are, we're walking along, and the universe creates a block, and we were like, hey, I really wanted that. I really was desiring it, but it's blocked. You don't stay stagnant here, waiting for the universe to drop this barrier. You have to change direction. So we change direction. We start moving forward either this way or this way or this way. We've always got 3 other directions we can go in, okay? And we must do that because there's more than one way to get around something. Now, always be thankful and grateful, and don't waste time. So it's like you come to the block, and you can't stay there. This is so important during this time, during the year of the dragon, while we're building our dam. We must make a decision. So the choice is left or right or back. That's the only choice you've got, left or right or back. You cannot move forward. So you make a choice and you move forward in that direction. Don't worry about whether it's right or wrong. Just go by your instincts or your intuition. There might be another way around that block, and you might still come back to that path, but it might just be at a later time. But you must keep moving. So this is so important for, especially during this 6 weeks period, but for this year of the dragon, all the way till February next year. Also, not remembering the importance of the Aries Libra cycle, eclipse cycle that we're in. Okay, so our everyday actions count. And a good thing to do during this time is to use a calendar and mark off each day. So while we're going through this phase of the 2 full moons in Capricorn, we're going to mark off on a calendar each day. So we're on the countdown, all right? And we're doing it through full moon to the outpouring of full moon to the no moon scene, when the sun and the moon are together in our heavens. Just the sun is all we can see traveling across the sky. 3 days of no moon scene. So that's quite a time. That is from, 21st of June. So the 21st of July, and 2 weeks after that. So we're looking into August. So this is stage 2 of the year of the dragon, and we'll probably be crossing into stage 3. So that's interesting too. Very interesting. Now, okay, so we're going to form a strategy. A strategy is the path that has worked for others in the past, what they did differently to succeed despite the odds. We're going to write that down for our map. Okay, so back to the universe, information forming from our emotions. A strategy is the path that has worked for others in the past, what they did differently to succeed despite the odds. Write that down for our map. I'm sorry I can't give an example right now. I just don't have one on my mind. So, the other thing that we're going to be doing right now is taking one-time actions that pay off forever. Eliminate toxins from our environment, atmosphere, body, being, lifestyle. This includes hanging around toxic people. Well, I think that's what's happening to me. There's some sort of elimination going on. Hopefully. I actually have no idea what's going on with me, with my body. But I just write it out. That's all we can do. Grief is a wave, and you just got to learn to ride it out. Now, I want to continue here. So our heart has a goal. It has a desire. And the goal is the desire that our heart wants to achieve. So it's something to do with our conscience. And this is the direction that we're going to go in. So, in good conscience, there we were, whistling away, going here, but there was this block, and we're like, huh? Why did that happen to me? Because we will take it personally. We'll get an emotion off it. We might be boohoo, real sad. We might be, haha, that's funny. Or we might take it really impersonally. We might be like, if this always happens to me, blah, 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 like this. It depends, Make a decision and move. Either move forward, move to the right, move to the left, or move back. Whichever way, don't stagnate in front of a block. Oh my goodness. So the goal is the desire that we want to achieve, and this is the direction we take. The system is the steps that we take to get there. I'm giving you the system. So in good conscience, I can't go back. Or in good conscience, I must go back. Or in good conscience, I must do what is right. Or in good conscience, I must take what is left. Right? Decide. Now, that's the direction. The system is the steps. Now, we're going to use systems to create we're creating the system. So our heart has a goal, a desire, that's its goal, but we're going to create a system to get there. So we have to get really clear on what our heart's goal is. What is our conscience actually desiring in this lifetime? Because our conscience wants to be a star right there in the heavens, putting down a frequency, influencing the environment, like all the stars do. So, in good conscience, what is the frequency? What is your goal? Now, get really clear on your direction so you can map it out. The direction is of substance. Substance is physical material from which something is made. the quality of being significant or important, and it has meaningfulness. Substance is the pure form of the matter. It is then divided into its elements and its compounds. It is a natural state and anything that has mass and takes up space. Substance. Now, test your strategy. So our strategy is the path that has worked for others in the past and what they did differently to succeed despite the odds. We must be really careful when looking at our role models, because we all know that our past is being rewritten, and perhaps, you know, a lot of people that we were taught to honor, respect, to look up to is not necessarily, it's more of a made up story than a real thing. So you've got to look for, instead of the, you know, say like Thomas Edison, you've got to look for the average alpacan kind of a person who pushed on through. You know what I'm saying? Instead of following the Dalai Lama, look instead at the Shaolin monk who lost everyone and lives a very aesthetic life, but is super powerful because he's able to like bing, jump on a stick and hold and balance himself in the air. Someone who you know can do it. That's who you look at. Now, strategy. Test your strategy within the 10 days, 30 days, and 100 days progress chart / tool. Right. So we're going to use a calendar as a tool. So our calendar, we're going to just at the moment, all we're going to do is start getting into the calendar, marking it off, counting down. We're counting down to the end of the full moon outpour from Capricorn, zodiacal house of Capricorn, which will bring us into August some point, to the new moon in Leo. All right. So just make the effort to mark each day. Get a calendar, mark each day. Test your strategy within the 10 days, the 30 days, the 100 days progress chart tool. Curiosity, purpose, mastery. So at first we're just being curious. We're like, sure, I'll mark it off from here to the new moon in Leo. Let's just see what does occur each day or over that period, where I have been using the strategy of take a step back, go in the right direction, take what's left, for any blocks that we come across. Okay, that's our strategy so far. So curiosity becomes our purpose, and our purpose becomes our mastery. All right, remembering we're doing it for our inner star child. Where is our inner star child gonna live? It's just gonna live right there, just up there in the heavens. See the stars every night. They're always moving in a pattern. We're not zooming through space at a zillion miles an hour and all the stars in the heavens are zooming along with us, forming the same pattern. That's not happening, okay? We're not moving. We're on a stable, secure earthling realm. And what I didn't say in my other video is, of course, when all the souls are in the blue sky of day, meaning all the animals, people, everyone, all of us, before we reincarnate, if it is possible to reincarnate through the DNA bloodline. So no more unicorns, no more DNA bloodline, no more reincarnation. But in the blue sky of day are all the souls of the unicorns. They didn't go anywhere. And the souls in the blue sky of day is always with our sun. Our sun, the Sun King, the father of all soul. Test your strategy. So tweak as necessary. Refine the process for 100 days commitment. So each tweak or refinement begin again the 10 days. Now, this is part of the strategy. So we strategize. We test it over a 10-day period, over a 30-day period. If it lasts the 10 days, click, gets the tick. We continue it for the next 30 days. If we feel that we can modify that slightly, like, I was just going to grab some sandpaper because that's usually my skill set. Let's just do it. I've pretend it's canvas as my sandpaper. Let's just say I was sanding something and I usually go, I'm trying to think. Let's just say I was doing it like this. And then I found out that I can do it like this. Understand? I found I tweak it. People tweak things all the time. Let's just say I was I'm going to use painting again, but let's just say I was rolling something with a roller this big, but my space or my area is wider. Well, I tweak it. I get myself a roller that is wider. You know what I'm saying? I minimize my labor and I accentuate my quality of work and quantity and quality. I think that's one of those words. What word was it? Quality. So we had substance, physical, material form, which something is made, quality of being significant or important. So every time we tweak something, it's for this purpose of quality. And so tweak is necessary, refining process for the 100 days. After 100 days of us doing something, that forms commitment. And each tweak or refinement begins again the 10 days. So it's almost like we're forever getting the formula or the formulation, the information, the formulation, the forming correct. It's your frequency. It's your star. It's your conscience. And I've written here, no, it's not in things. You listen to the song to enjoy. This is example of what it is that our heart is on about. We listen to the song to enjoy the song, not to finish listening to it. So what I'm describing in that saying is that we enjoy our work, the quality of our work, the content of our work. We, in good conscience, are enjoying our life, okay? The only life this spirit gets. The soul gets a reincarnation, the star, and where you'll reincarnate. Like my last lifetime, I wasn't called Janice. And in my next lifetime, I won't be called Janice, okay? But in this lifetime, I am. And my spirit in this lifetime is. And when I die, my spirit will always be called Janice. As for my inner star child, I think that's called Janice too. I'm not sure how it works yet. It's my first time on the big star mission. But that star is probably called Janice as well. So I have a spirit and a star that is called Janice and a body. But my soul has many names. So, fusion energy. The energy of the stars, self-sustaining, long-lasting, incredibly efficient. Fusion energies. Now, I've explained to you that energy is our emotions. Fusion energy. So it's a fusing of my body and my inner star child and my spirit. So my soul is keeping us alive, and that's my soul's part of the story. And when it's time for my soul to sign off, whatever the due date is for that, it just cuts out, and I could be doing anything, and it will be the cutoff date. Now, once my soul leaves my body, my spirit can flicker, but it can't regenerate. It can't like kickstart my body again. My spirit can't kickstart my body again. It needs my soul for my body to kickstart again. So my soul might hang around my body. Seems like it does for the till the judgment, which is the Libra scales of judgment. The soul's there. It's a little bird. This is in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Looks like a little bird, our soul. And then it's off. It's gone. Now, let's see. So the awakening, which I'm so thankful that my town is involved in, whether they know it or not, it doesn't matter. Conscious or unconscious. Conscious is our spirit, unconscious is our soul, all right? That's our awareness. They're aware of it, but they might not be conscious, but they're aware. The awakening is the detachment from evil and war and centering everything through the vortex of love in our heart. Now, the heart is a vortex. I've explained this before. It is a vortex. It's going like this. If we opened up the physical heart, it opens up like a scroll. Another piece of sandpaper. The heart can unravel like a scroll. There's writing on the inside of it too, on the walls of our heart. And it's got strings that hold it all together. Sometimes our heartstrings can be broken. That's sad. And that's real. Now, so we're centering everything through the vortex of love in our heart. Our little co-creator, our heart, is co-creator with the cosmos. The cosmos is all the stars, including the sun and the moon. And the cosmos, that's why we learn our birth chart. Because we were born, we've got a blueprint, and that's our birth time and everything, like, and everything about that is to help us, strengthen us, give us what is your weakness, what is your strength, give us like the roadmap. Our soul, our awareness needs the roadmap. Now, vortex. So, because our gut, our solar plexus, our emotional reactions, and our mind, our logic, our logistics, when we log on, to a device, like, oh, how does blah, blah, blah work again? I'll just look that up logically. You see what I'm saying? And our thoughts are not the same. So our gut, our solar plexus, our emotional reactions, our egoic persona, and our mind is not how our heart works. Now, I know it's a lot, but the vortex works like a whirlpool or a tornado. There's a lot of energy in that, but it's focused. And this is what we're going to try and do. We're going to pull, draw, and make that focus come in to a point. So if we want to bring down like the governance of the world and the control of the world and the domination of the world and the forces of evil, then we're going to do it with our heart. And we're going to do it individually. That's how everyone's going to do it. We don't pay attention to those things that they're trying to lead us into blindly. You can try and save other people if you want. Of course, you will save your own children and the elderly and everyone that you can, but some people's mission, obviously, they're not around them. Now, the awakening is the expansion of our consciousness, that's our spirit, and our wisdom, and whatever form, information, perhaps the awakening is the expansion of our consciousness. I don't know. It might be the expansion of the... I don't want to touch that yet. Because to me, always the soul expands. So I've just written it down. We bring more love into our reality. And the reality we're experiencing, our perception of reality changes. It does. And I think I proved that today. Our heart opens up more widely. Our vortex has greater access to the cosmos. Back to today, and I feel that that is literally proven this very morning when we were all together for this one angry person to basically, he's going to go away from that shop having an awakening, okay? It was so profound what was happening and how the interactions went down. Like, I was talking to him constantly the whole time and asking questions and not... I just stayed neutral asking questions, but everyone else in the shop got to hear his answers, not just me. You know what I'm saying? And it was a combination of my energy plus everyone else's energy. I did not do this alone. But what we did do is transform a person's mind in a simple, perhaps 10 minutes. It was quite a long duration, so about 10 minutes to change someone's life, that might be a good thing. What do you think? I think it is. Righto, Earthlings. Now, don't get lost in all the transformational things that are going to come along into our lives over the next 10 years while Pluto is in Aquarius. We are going to focus our heart, because that's the most important thing about what we're doing over our life cycle while we're here on the planet in physical reality, because that's our solid energetic manifestation power. Okay, now much love, Kakite. Talk to you again, because we've got 2 full moons in Capricorn, and this is like, I've been waiting for this to happen, and I'm pretty excited that it's here, and I hope everyone's doing well. And listen to some good music. You know, like, another thing that I've really enjoyed is listening to brown noise. I don't know if I told you that before or not. That is a form, it says ADHD, brown noise. Listen to that. It sounds like you're flying in an airplane late at night over the Pacific Ocean. That's what it sounds like to me. And I enjoy it very much, and I find it very soothing. Okay, much love.